students, and welcome back to the session. In the last session we were discussing about the electrical energy and electrical power, right? And also we had seen the SI units of those physical quantities, that is electrical energy and power. ಮತ್ತೆ ಪವರ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಪವರ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, all those things we had discussed in the last session, right? Now in this session let us discuss in detail about a cell. A cell is nothing but what? Previously we had already discussed that a cell is nothing but which we can use as a source for electric current. ಯಾವುದೇ circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ current ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ then what we will do, we make use of the source called cell which maintains the current in the circuit ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸೆಲ್ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್. ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸೆಲ್. Okay, so when I am discussing about the cell, I'll come across two very important definition, that is EMF and also internal resistance. Okay, cell ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಈ EMF ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅದು ಕೂಡ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ ಅ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ವಿ ನೋ it is a simple device which is basically used to maintain an electric current in an electrical circuit. ಯಾವುದೇ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೋ ನಾವು ಸೆಲ್ ನ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ an electrolytic cell. So electrolytic cell ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, it basically consists of a container, right? So ಆ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, it will be having some electrolytic solution. Let us assume this is the electrolytic solution which it is having. Okay, so just to distinguish the electrodes and the electrolytic solution I have drawn like this, but ಇದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಈ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟಿಕ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಟೂ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇಮರ್ಸ್ಡ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ದೋಸ್ ಟೂ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಇಮರ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟಿಕ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್, one electrode will become, say suppose this is the electrode what I have immersed. Okay, so this will become positively charged. Let us represent it by the letter P. Okay, and one more electrode which I immerse, it becomes negatively charged. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ನ ನಾವು ಇಮರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ it exchanges the charges with that of the electrolytic solution and hence acquires an electric charge, either negatively charged and positively charged. Since two electrodes are immersed, one becomes negatively charged and the other becomes positively charged, right? So as soon as I have immersed the positively charged electrode, it creates a potential difference between the electrode and the electrolytic solution. Okay, so just to make you ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನಬಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ವಿಜುವಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ this is a point and between the electrode and this point which is in the electrolytic solution, it creates a potential difference, right? Since it is a positively charged, so positive electrode generates a potential difference which is of positive. Okay, V plus anta denote madana. This is the potential difference which will be observed between the electrolytic solution and the positive electrode. Similarly, between the negative electrode and the electrolytic solution, let us assume a point B. ಸೊ ಈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸೇ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್, ಇಟ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ potential difference between itself and the electrolytic solution at point B, that is given by minus V. Since it is negative potential, we will be taking it as minus V, right? Now this potential difference between the electrodes and the electrolytic solution, right? So total potential difference when there is no current, this cell is not connected to any electrical circuit and it is not drawing any electrical current to the circuit. ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಆಫ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ವಿಚ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋಟ್ when there is no current, current ಇಲ್ದಾಗ, this is very important point. When there is no current, the potential difference, positive electrode, here I have represented it by P, so I will simply write it as the potential difference between positive electrode P and the negative electrode N will be what? It will be given by the positive potential difference between the positive electrode and the electrolytic solution, that is V plus minus of minus V, right? That is the positive negative potential difference between the negative electrode and the electrolytic solution, right? So this can be written as minus into minus becomes plus, so V plus plus V minus, right? Now what is this? This is the potential difference which is called as EMF, or it is also called as electromotive force, right? Which is represented by the letter E. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? this potential difference is called as EMF. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ EMF ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, or it is also called as electromotive force. You must note, although the word is called as electromotive force anta idru kuda, it is actually the potential difference between the positive and the negative electrode of an cell. Okay, it is just the potential difference. The name how it came, it is just a history, okay, scientific history behind this, where in fact the concept of this EMF ಇದು ಇನ್ನೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವಾಗಿಂದ ಈ ನೇಮ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮೋಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೇಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಡಿನೋಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ಲೆಟರ್ ಇ. ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ EMF ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Very important point, what you must always remember is, it is the potential difference between the positive and the negative electrode of a given cell when there is no current in the circuit. Circuit alli yavade current ildaga ಸೆಲ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್, ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಮೋಟಿವ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಕಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ EMF ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ equation for EMF, that is E is equals to V plus V minus. That is the positive potential difference between positive electrode and electrolytic solution plus the potential difference between negative electrode and the electrolytic solution. So this is the expression for EMF for a cell. Okay, so EMF ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ EMF? ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್, ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ EMF ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಂಡ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್, ಇದರಿಂದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಅಥವಾ ಇದರಿಂದ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫಿಕೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನು, ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ನ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟಿಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ರೈಟ್, ಹೌ ಡು ವಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್? ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ by means of using simple wire connection. I am connecting this cell to an external resistor. Okay, external resistor ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ನ. So external resistance is represented by R, right? If the switch, say suppose the external resistor is connected between the points C and D, okay, because already A and B notation ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, so C and D ಈ ಕಡೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. So electric current ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? We know always the direction of electric current is originates from the positive terminal, that is the flow of positive charges, right? So current starts from here and it terminates towards the negative terminal. Fine. You can clearly see in this circuit the current, when it has to flow across this resistor R, it will be flowing in the direction from C to D, right? C in the D direction alli current ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? External resistance alli flow ಆಗುತ್ತೆ in this direction from C to D, right? Now suppose if the current has to steadily flow across this resistor R, ಅಂದ್ರೆ steady ಆಗಿ current maintain ಆಗಬೇಕು external circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? There should be a steady flow of electric charges, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ electrons flow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ continuous ಆಗಿ ಈ continuity maintain ಆಗಬೇಕು, right? Steadily it should be maintained, right? How it will get maintained? As the electrons will flow across this resistor from C to D, when it reaches this negative electrode, it has to flow. These negative charges should flow from negative electrode to the positive electrode, right? So ಆಗ ಮಾತ್ರ current ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Steady ಆಗಿ maintain ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. The current which is flowing through C to D in the external circuit, that current has to flow from B to A. ಈ direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ flow ಆಗಬೇಕು ಆ current, right? So ಆಗ ಮಾತ್ರ circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Steady current maintain ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, right? Now when inside the cell, you can observe when the charges or the ions are flowing from N to P, ಅಂದ್ರೆ B ಇಂದ A direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ current flow ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? There is possibility that those negative ions will collide with the positive ions which are present in this electrolyte, right? ಆ negative ions ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? Positive ions ಏನ್ present ಇರುತ್ತೋ electrolytic solution ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ solutions ಗೆ collide ಆಗೋ chances ಇರುತ್ತೆ, right? So those collisions which we will observe inside the electrolytic cell ಒಳಗಡೆ current flow ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವೇನ್ collisions observe ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಆ collisions ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? That will be a hindrance to the flow of electric current. That will be the resistance for the flow of current, right? We know ಯಾವಾಗಾದ್ರೂ electric charges ಅಥವಾ electrons flow ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡ್ಡವಾಗಿ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಲಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟಿಕ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಅದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೊಲಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವ್ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ದಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು, right? By the word itself you can remember what is internal resistance. Internal means ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ? ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ. ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಆಫರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೊಲಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಯು ಮಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ಸ್ಟೆಡಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ will be maintained in the circuit only when the current will flow from N to P inside the cell. So while the current is passing from N to P through the electrolyte, there will be some finite resistance, right, which can be countable, right? A finite amount of resistance will be offered, and that finite amount of resistance is called as internal resistance. ಈ internal resistance na ನಾವು usually we don't denote it by small r. Okay, so external resistance na ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂದ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So whenever in any numerical or in any electrical circuit, if you are observing a letter which is small r, right, it represents what? It represents internal resistance, okay, which is inside the cell. And the symbol, electrical circuit alli symbol obviously we will be using the same zigzag line to represent the resistance. But if it is represented by small r, then it indicates that this resistance is offered inside the cell, that is the internal resistance. Okay. Now if I have to derive an expression for electric current, this electric current which is due to this source of electrolytic cell, ಈ ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಡ್ರಾನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ನ ನಾನು ಇ ಎಮ್ ಎಫ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ then how do I have to express derive the expression? Let us consider two simple cases. Okay, so let us consider case 1. Case 1 ಏನು, let us assume this external resistance. ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ನಾವ್ ಏನಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ಲಿ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, whether there will be presence of current through this path, the answer is no. If there is resistance at infinite amount, infinity resistance ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ obviously there will be no flow of current. ಇಲ್ಲಿ current term ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, zero ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now when there is no current, the potential difference what we observe, right? If I have to mathematically write it, okay, let us consider case 1, that is when resistance, external resistance capital R is infinite. Okay, so whenever resistance is infinite, then the current is 0, right? I is equals to V by R. This is Ohm's law. Ohm's law ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಾ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್, then obviously current is equals to 0. If there is no current, do we observe potential difference? Of course we will observe the potential difference. Which is that potential difference? Let us just calculate that potential difference. The total potential difference which we can observe in this electrical circuit, right? So I'll just minimize this circuit so that it's visible in the screen. Okay, so in this circuit, what will be the total potential difference? Potential difference which we observe in this complete circuit is, first one is the potential difference which is between the positive electrode and the electrolyte. Electrolyte ಗೆ ನಾನು ಎ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಎ. ಸೊ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ದ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ between these 2 points, right? So between point A and point B, that is, this is the distance between the electrodes, basically the potential difference between positive electrode and negative electrode, in other words, right? And also we observe the potential difference between this negative electrode and electrolytic solution. Electrolytic solution ಮತ್ತೆ negative electrode ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಇಂದ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ potential difference between negative electrode and point B, right? So what is the potential difference we have observed between positive electrode and A? That is the positive potential, that is V plus the potential difference between A and B. ಎರಡು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ potential difference ಇರುತ್ತಾ when there is no current? When there is no current, the potential between the electrolyte remains the same. This is a very important point you should remember. When there is no current, circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ current ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಆ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ, ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ನ ನಾವು ಓಮ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್ ಯಾವ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಐ. ಬಟ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್? Then the answer is no. Inside the cell we will be observing the internal resistance, right? So therefore I into small r. So this potential difference between A and B, if it is present, then it will be simply I into small r. plus potential difference between negative electrode and electrolytic solution is, we know, that is negative potential, which I will denote it by V minus. As I said earlier, since potential is same, right, when there is no current illa anta heladre I term will be 0. If there is no current, then there is no point we are telling that there is a potential difference. If the potential is same, then there will be no flow of charges. Therefore, this term we can consider it as 0, right? So, this whole term I will take it as 0 plus V minus, sorry, V minus. Now I know this potential difference between the positive electrode and the electrolytic solution and the negative electrode and the electrolytic solution. The sum of this potential difference V plus V minus is nothing but what? It is nothing but the EMF, which I have already discussed, right? So this potential difference is nothing but the EMF what we observe in the electrical circuit. So what you should always remember is, whenever in an electrical circuit there is no current, or when the circuit is switch off ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಅಥವಾ current present ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, when there is no current which is drawn by the cell, in that case the potential difference what we observe in the electrical circuit, it is just the EMF which is present inside the cell. EMF andre ಏನು? It is the potential difference which we observe between the positive electrode and the negative electrode and the electrolytic solution. Okay. So ಆ circuit ಅಲ್ಲಿ resistance ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? external resistance infinite ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, current ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? 0 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, potential difference ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? It will be the EMF of the cell. So that you must remember. In a sentence, thus, just make note of it. EMF, usually represented by this symbol, or you can also write it in this way. Okay, EMF, it is the potential difference, very important note, it is the potential difference between the positive and negative electrodes in an open circuit. This is very important, that you must remember. Open circuit andre, open circuit means when the switch is off, switch off ittaga athwa when current is not present, I is equals to 0 agiddaga. Okay, which means that is when no current flowing through the circuit. Okay, so first case ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಕರೆಂಟಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದ EMF ಆಫ್ ದ ಸೆಲ್. Okay, but we will not observe any current. Now let us take the case 2. Okay, case 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ? let us assume the opposite of this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ. ಈಗ let us assume R is some finite value. Okay, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ R ಗೆ, ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಈ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, I'll just show you the circuit. Okay, so in this circuit, this external resistance, if we are assuming this has certain finite value, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ certain finite value, say 15 ohms or 10 ohms or 10 micro ohm or any some value. Okay, finite value ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? obviously there will be a non-zero current. Current will also has certain value. If there is finite amount of resistance, which means finite amount of current will be observed. Therefore I can write in words, I is not 0. ಇದು 0 ಆಗಿರಲ್ಲ. There will be certain amount of current. We are not concerned what is the value of the current, but you must know if there is finite resistance, there will be some finite amount of electric current which you can observe in this circuit, right? Then what about the potential difference? Just as I discussed in the above case, potential difference, of course, it will be the potential difference between this positive electrode and the electrolytic solution P and A, that is V plus the potential difference between A and B. Between A and B it is I into R, so I'll write it as it is, plus the potential difference between negative electrode and the electrolytic solution, that is the negative potential. Okay, so this can be rewritten as V plus V minus plus I into R. Okay, but I'll make a small changes in this considering the direction of the electric current. Okay, so V plus V minus, this is nothing but the EMF we know, right? But what about this current and internal resistance? The direction of the current inside the cell, as you can see, it is in the opposite direction, right? External circuit alli direction, current direction enagirutte from point C to D agidre, inside the cell it will be in opposite direction, right? Since the direction of the current is in opposite direction, so I'll take the direction of the current as minus, okay, minus I into, since there will be certain amount of internal resistance, that R has to be written, right? So this will be the amount of potential difference which we will observe in this circuit, right, when we are considering a finite amount of resistance and a finite value of electric current. Let us consider this as our equation number 1. Right, just remember the significance of this negative sign. Significance of this negative sign is what? It is just showing the direction of the current which is flowing in opposite direction inside the cell between points B to A. B ಮತ್ತೆ A ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ opposite direction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಬರೀ ಆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಗ್ನಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಓಮ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ವಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ನೋ ದಟ್ potential difference ಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು equation ಕೂಡ ಗೊತ್ತು. What is that equation? V is equals to I into R. Right, let us take this as equation number 2. Now since both the equations are for potential difference, we can equate these two equations, equation 1 and 2, right? On combining equation 1 and 2, on combining equation 1 and 2, what I get? Compare ಮಾಡಿ, equate ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ I can write it as I capital R is equals to E minus I into small r. Further, if I simplify this, I can write the expression for electric current as capital I is equals to, ಇದನ್ನ mathematically simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, okay, ಇದನ್ನ right hand side ಗೆ ತಗೊಂಡು common term I ತಗೊಂಡು simplify ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ I get the expression as I is equals to E divided by capital R plus small r. Okay, so this is the expression for electric current in terms of EMF and internal resistance. So derive an expression for electric current in terms of EMF and internal resistance ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಈ derivation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Sometimes that might be asked for 3 marks. Okay, or simply if they ask to derive expression for current, you can derive this equation. Okay, where in this equation you can see this E represents what? It represents EMF of the cell. Capital R represents what? It represents the electrical resistance, external electrical resistance, and small r represents internal resistance, okay, of the cell. Okay, now in this expression, by using this expression we can also say when will be the current which is drawn from the cell, it will be maximum. Maximum current na maximum value of current ಎಷ್ಟು ಈ ಸೆಲ್ ಇಂದ ಡ್ರಾ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ತಗೋಬಹುದು, ಅದು ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬಹುದು? ಇಫ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ 0 ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 0, ದೆನ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ drawn from a cell ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ತಗೋಬಹುದು? if this capital R is equals to 0. ಈ equation ಅಲ್ಲಿ capital R 0 ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ current ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, it will be maximum, and it is given by E divided by small r, where E is the EMF of the cell, R is the internal resistance. So this is the maximum amount of current which one can draw from a given cell. Okay, so these equations will be helpful in many numericals, and also these equations will be helpful in your CET, JEE, NEET. Okay, so this potential difference also, this equation is also very useful. Do remember this. We will be using this in substitution in further coming derivations. Okay, what is this potential difference? It is the potential difference when there is certain current which is drawn by the cell. ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಡೂ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. ವೆನ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ and the current is drawn from the cell, ಆಗ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ ಪೊಟೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಾನು ಕರಿತೀವಿ, and it is given by this equation, equation number 1. Fine. So this is about the cell, electrolytic cell, its EMF and also internal resistance, and the expression for electric current which is drawn from a cell. Okay, so in the next session we will be discussing about combining these cells. Okay, just like we had combined resistors to get effective resistance, in the same way we can combine these cells to get effective EMF for the required situations. Okay, so this is all about that.